Welcome to the College Admissions Collaborative Highlighting Engineering and Technology College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have a fantastic school joining us today. My name is Jessica and I'll be your facilitator. Before we get started, I want to let you know that your camera and microphones are turned off so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to ask any questions at any point during the presentation. This is just one of many of the presentations for today, so make sure you go back to the schedule on the website. This presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/CACHET. I'd like to now turn it over to Erin.
Thank you so much, Jessica. I will go ahead and get my screen share going here. Alrighty, so welcome everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight to learn a little bit about Lawrence Technological University. Like Jessica said, my name is Erin Berglow. I am a senior admissions counselor over at Lawrence Tech. So we will go ahead and jump right into it. Any questions, feel free to pop them in the Q&A box and I will get to them at the end of the presentation. So to start, we are going to kick things off with a very brief history lesson. So Lawrence Tech was founded in 1932 by the Lawrence brothers, and we were initially opened as a college of engineering called Lawrence Institute of Technology. Our initial campus was found in Highland Park, Michigan, just adjacent to Henry Ford's Model T assembly plant. So we were designed so that the workers at the plant could go during the day and do their jobs, and then they would walk over to our campus at night and take courses towards their engineering degrees. So while much has changed since 1932, like our location and the programs that we do offer today, one thing that we've really clung to since our start is our campus motto of theory and practice. I like to break down our motto just so that it makes complete sense to everyone. So the theory side means that our students are going to get the theoretical knowledge that they need to be successful post-grad in their industry in traditional classroom settings. As for the practice side, we have an extremely strong focus on hands-on education. Here on the screen, you will see a list of just some of the ways that we provide our students with that hands-on education style. All students, regardless of major, complete a senior project during their time at LTU, which allows them to dive a little bit deeper into certain areas or aspects of their major with faculty guidance. We also have competition teams like our concrete canoe, concrete toboggan, and our Blue Devil Motorsports. For our Blue Devil Motorsports, we are big car people, so it allows our students to participate in designing, building, and racing cars like a Mini Baja, a Formula SAE, and even more. Entirely from the ground up, and then race them competitively against other universities. And another huge part of our campus are the lab and studio spaces that we have to offer. The hands-on education style really does come through in those labs and studios where students are working on real-world applications and industry-sponsored projects at the undergraduate level starting day one freshman year. Next up, we have LTU by the numbers. So here at Lawrence Tech, we are a small private university. We have about 3,000 total students, 2,000 of which are undergraduate students. So with that, our average class size is just about 15 to 20 students. We do also have a very diverse campus made up of students from 43 states and 48 different countries. So you are bound to meet and connect with so many interesting people on campus from literally all over the world. And it is super easy for all of our graduates to make connections wherever their full-time career may take them post-grad, since we do have over 30,000 alumni worldwide. And here we have just a little bit about the learning environment that you'll be able to experience as an LTU student. If you're an accepted student to Lawrence Tech, you are automatically accepted into your major. There is no separate application into your program, and you will never take just years of prerequisite courses. You will start your major core classes day one freshman year. Our courses are only taught by faculty, so we have no teaching assistants or graduate assistants teaching our courses. And as I just mentioned, we're small. So along with that average class size sitting at 15 to 20 students, we do have an 11-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So all Lawrence Tech students will get one-on-one attention in all of their classes, and you'll never just be a face in a lecture hall of hundreds and hundreds of students. We do have the option for students to join the University Honors Program or College Honors Program for those transfer students to add an additional rigor into their curriculum. We also do offer opportunities like alternative spring break for any interested students students, where a few years back, actually, a group of our students were able to go and build houses in the Dominican. And then while they were there, they were also able to participate in focused service in the surrounding community. Study abroad opportunities are available for any students interested in traveling the world while they're taking their courses at Lawrence Tech. Okay, and here coming up on the screen, we have an example of our average first year class sizes, and this is just a sampling by major. So for example, all students regardless of major are required to take college composition as part of their curriculum. And as you can see here on the screen down in the corner, that sits at just 20 students per class, which definitely ensures that students are getting that one-on-one attention that I mentioned in all of their courses. I also like to mention that as students progress throughout their academic program, the average class size can even get smaller than the numbers that you see here on the screen. All right, coming up on the screen here. Next up, we have our LTU Zone. So LTU Zone is our campus laptop program where every student that's registered as a LTU student for courses is eligible to get a campus laptop fully customized to their major and loaded up with professional grade software that's being used in industry today, valued at up to $75,000 in professional grade software. The LTU Zone laptop is fully included in tuition and fees, and the only monetary value associated with this program is a security deposit that students get back when their laptop is returned upon graduation. I also like to mention here that this program is not required for students to use, but you really can't beat the value of that industry standard software that our students get to use during their time at Lawrence Tech. So at Lawrence Tech, we have 4 colleges that house all of our majors. We have the College of Architecture and Design, the College of Arts and Sciences, the College of Business and Information Technology, and the College of Engineering. So we'll go ahead and jump into what we have to offer. So starting here with our College of Architecture and Design, Lawrence Tech is the largest college of architecture in the state of Michigan. Over half of licensed architects in the state graduated from Lawrence Tech, so something we are very, very proud of. Here you will see we do have a 5-year direct entry master's program for our architecture students, where you'll enter in, earn your traditional 4-year bachelor's degree. In one full academic year as a 5th year, you would earn your entire master's of architecture, which is needed for the licensing process. We do also offer all of our design majors here in the College of Architecture and Design, like game design, graphic design, industrial design, interior, transportation. And you can see here, we have our dual degree program in civil engineering and architecture for any students that might be interested. Next up, we have a very great example of how our Lawrence Tech students are able to get out of traditional classrooms and experience that hands-on learning that we talked about. So recently, some of our College of Architecture and Design faculty, students, and alumni had the opportunity to travel to South Africa for a 3-week trip. While they were there, they were able to design and construct community centers, schools, and other spaces. And they constructed those spaces using materials that were previously considered worthless. So some pretty cool stuff coming from COAD here. And here we have some more impressive College of Architecture and Design accomplishments, like our game design program ranking number 17th in the nation. And on the right, you can see that one of our graphic design students won the Detroit HydroFest poster design contest, which we are very proud of course. Next up, we have our College of Arts and Sciences. So the College of Arts and Sciences really does have a wide range of majors, from everything from our natural sciences, like our biology, chemistry, and physics. We also have majors like our new data science program, our computer science program, which is very popular among our students. We also have that 4+1 option for our computer science program. We have awesome majors in mathematical sciences, media communication, technological humanities, psychology. One of our newer programs to the university as well is that Bachelor of Science in Nursing. It is in practice partnership with Ascension, Michigan. So we're very lucky to have them as part of that program. And our students are able to do their clinical rotations at their 11 locations nearby. Here on the screen, you can also see that we do have our pre-professional program. So for any students that are looking to go into pre-law, pre-med, or pre-dental, we do have that option here for you. And then here on the screen, we have a really great example of some undergraduate research. So Andy Roberts, who is an undergraduate student in our molecular and cell biology program, did research on how additives in plastics, such as BPA, affect infertility. And here we highlight one of our computer science program's accomplishments. So for the 3rd consecutive year, LTU won 1st place in the self-drive challenge at the IGBC competition. Next up, we have our College of Business and Information Technology. So here you will see that we have 3 majors in this college. We have our business administration program. Listed are the 5 majors that students can choose to go into in either accounting, finance, general business, information technology, or marketing. And then we also have our information technology and our business data analytics program, which is one of our newer programs on campus. We also have a wonderful minor in business I like to mention here. So a lot of our students from all different majors across campus are able to add a business minor to give them kind of that leadership edge upon graduation, which employers love. And then all of our students in the College of Business and IT do receive a faculty mentor and an industry mentor. So they have someone that can guide them through the program as they go through. Here we have some of our accomplishments from the College of Business and IT. Recently, a team of our College of Business and IT students won 2nd place in the annual cybersecurity scholarship competition. Additionally, the College of Business and IT received AACSB accreditation, which is the most stringent accreditation for business schools. Only 5% of universities in the entire world have this, and we're one of them. So definitely best of the best there. And lastly, a group of our MBA students are studying possible solutions to poverty through a business lens in partnership with the Pulse Institute, Detroit's anti-poverty think tank. And last but not least, you will see here our College of Engineering. So like I mentioned a bit earlier, we were founded as an engineering college in 1932. So we have been educating leaders in engineering for over 80 years. Some programs I'd like to highlight right here, again, is that direct entry Master of Architectural Engineering. Definitely a great program. We have a ton of students that are interested in that. You can see we have everything from our mechanical engineering program to electrical, civil, and we also have programs like audio engineering, technology, robotics engineering, biomedical, and many more. So full list here on the screen. I also do like to point out here that US News and World Report ranked Lawrence Tech's College of Engineering undergraduate programs among the top 23 in the country. And coming up on the screen here, we have a couple of examples of student work that's housed in the College of Engineering. So up top, we have Matthew. Matthew is a biomedical engineering student at Lawrence Tech, and he worked for a medical device startup in a city called Novi, close by to our campus. And he worked on engineering and coordinating production of ultrasound systems that are used in the detection of dense breast cancers. And then down at the bottom is Sarah. Sarah is one of our civil engineering students, and she did work at Georgia Tech analyzing ant nest architecture and soil composites to allow a better understanding of human evacuation techniques, which I find very interesting. Alrighty, so next up, we are going to go over all of the information that you need to know to apply to be a Lawrence Tech student. So what we need to make a decision on an application from a freshman student is first and foremost an application. From there, we also require your official high school transcript and a personal essay. The first thing that we do in the review process is recalculate your GPA using core classes in areas like English literature, math, social sciences, natural sciences, and a foreign language if those grades help that GPA. We also weight that GPA. So if a student's taken any AP, IB, advanced or honors classes, we add an additional point into that recalculation. We have gone fully test optional for the fall 2022 semester. So with that, if you are applying for that semester and you do have an ACT or SAT score, feel free to send it in. It will never negatively impact you. It'll be added to your application as supplemental information. But again, since we have gone fully test optional for the fall 2022 semester, if you don't have an ACT or SAT, no need to send one in. When making an admission decision, we do conduct a holistic review. So while we do review that recalculated GPA, your essay, and your application in its entirety, we also look at things like a student's grade trend. So how they're progressing from freshman year to sophomore year and so on. We also look at the strength of a student's curriculum and what kind of courses they might be taking, along with the rigor of their senior schedule. I do like to mention here also we have rolling admission. So there's no deadline to apply. However, with that, we always encourage our students to submit their application sooner rather than later for a quick turnaround on that admission decision and for scholarship review. And then the last portion down at the bottom, if any students have taken any AP or IB exams or completed any dual enrollment or early middle college during their time in high school, that is great. Send in those test scores or your college level transcripts and we will review for some potential transfer credit. Here on the screen, you'll also see we have our requirements for our transfer student application, our applicants, and all of the information for any of our students that may have been already accepted. And if you have, congratulations. Okay, next up, we have an overview of our tuition and fee costs for the 2021-2022 academic year. So at Lawrence Tech, our tuition and fees are assessed per credit hour. So the numbers that you see here on the screen are estimates that are based on 30 credit hours for one full year of tuition and fees, which is about average for our students to take about 15 credit hours in a fall semester, 15 credit hours in a spring semester. So on average for a full year of tuition and fees, our students look between 35 and 37,000. Adding in that optional housing and meal plan that we'll talk about in just a second, puts that cost between 46 and 48,000. This is about average for a mid-sized private university. And I do like to point out here that these figures on the screen are completely flat. So they are not factoring in any scholarships or any financial aid, which we'll get into right now. Okay, so next up, we're going to go over our scholarship information. So since we have gone fully test optional for the fall 2022 semester, we are now automatically reviewing any accepted student for merit scholarship. Our scholarship review committee conducts a merit-based holistic review of each accepted student, taking a look at many factors, like a student's incoming GPA, the courses that they're taking, the rigor of those courses, and more. The merit scholarships that we offer will range still from $4,500 per year for 4 years, all the way up to $16,000 per year for 4 years. And ACT and SAT scores are not needed for these scholarships. Lawrence Tech's rule of thumb is that students are able to earn 2 institutional scholarships. So you can see here on the screen a list of some of the institutional scholarships that we offer for our students. We have everything from our DECA scholarships, First Robotics, Bex Robotics scholarships, Project Lead the Way. We have our new STEM scholarship, a National Blue Devil scholarship for our out-of-state students as well, and many more. There is more information on that link up in the corner, so feel free to check out more at our scholarship page. All right, and here on the screen, you will see a picture of our A. Alfred Taubman Student Services Center. So any helpful office that a student might need to find is located right in this building to make it really easy for our students to find what they're looking for. Our admissions office is housed here, so if you ever come to campus for a tour, this is where you'll start. We also have our one-stop center that houses financial aid, student accounting, and the registrar's office. In this building, we have our computer help desk for all of your laptop needs. And one office that I really do like to focus on here is our Office of Career Services. So students are able and encouraged to start working with career services as soon as their freshman year. Career services offers services for students like mock interviews, resume building workshops, job fairs for co-ops and internships, as well as full-time careers as students near graduation, where 300 companies recruited on campus just last year. We also have an online database called Handshake, where 1,500 jobs are posted daily for our students to look through and find. We have a great reputation among employers, and we've had over 10,000 employers request access to our Handshake site to recruit Lawrence Tech students. We also have great opportunities for co-ops and internships for our students. Our students have wonderful flexibility when participating or choosing a co-op or internship during their time at Lawrence Tech, and you really can't beat our location in Southfield. There are just about 100 of the Fortune 500 companies located in Southfield with us, and we are in the nation's #1 region for careers, co-ops, internships in areas like engineering, architecture, and technology. At this point, about 75% of our students do participate in a co-op or internship during their time at LTU. LTU is also extremely focused on a student's return on investment, which shows through just some of our student success outcomes here on the screen. So just 3 months after graduation, 92% of our students had a job within their fields or are going on to grad school or some other sort of professional school, whereas the national job placement average 6 months post-grad is just about 67%. Our students are also earning a return on their investment at the point of graduation, with their average starting salary being just over $58,000 and their mid-year career salary sitting at nearly $98,000. And all of these opportunities that I just mentioned and outcomes are happening with organizations such as these popping up on the screen. So I'm sure you are bound to see a few familiar logos here on the screen, but just a sampling of where our students are getting their co-ops, internships, and full-time jobs post-grad. All right, so next up, I'm going to talk just a little bit about what campus life is like for our students, and starting with housing. So I will start off by saying we don't require any students to live on campus unless you're a committed varsity athlete on scholarship, which I'll talk about in just a second. However, We encourage all students to live on campus if you're able to. At LTU, we have 4 different housing units on our campus, as you can see here on the screen. The one I do really kind of want to focus in on today is our East Residence Hall, which is brand new freshman only housing. So in any of our housing units, we limit 2 students per room. So it will always just be you and your roommate sharing a room. However, in East Residence Hall, it is set up as a community style living facility. So there are community spaces all over the building for all of those students to take advantage of. Some of these community areas include study rooms, a full fitness center, conference rooms, a kitchenette, indoor bike storage, music lounges, gaming lounges, an auditorium space, and plenty more. These community areas were designed specifically to encourage freshman students to get out of their room, to meet more people. And we think that they're very, very helpful to ease that transition into the first year of college. Some perks to both living on campus and being an LTU student in general. Laundry is completely free, so you'll never have to lug around a bag of quarters to do your laundry. For any students that live in housing, parking is also free. So students do not pay to park on campus, which is a huge saver, especially on a college campus. And any students are able to bring cars. So we never restrict freshmen from bringing cars. With that, if you don't want to bring your car, or one day you just don't feel like driving, that's okay. We have something called Tech Transit, which is a shuttle completely free to Lawrence Tech students that will take them anywhere in the area that they might need to go, like our design center in Midtown Detroit, our recording studio over in Plymouth, or maybe you just want to get off campus, grab a coffee with friends, or run to the grocery store. Tech Transit can take you. Moving straight along, we will see coming up here on our screen a list of varsity athletic teams that we offer at LTU. So at Lawrence Tech, we have over 30 men and women's varsity athletic teams housed in the NAIA, which is the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics. With that, we are able to offer athletic scholarships for our varsity sports listed here. Some of the newest additions to our athletic family is our men and women's track and field teams that just started last fall, women's ice hockey, competitive cheer, and varsity esports, which are just starting. Which we're very excited about. We also just recently added our football team to campus a couple years back. And with every great football team, you need a great marching band, dance team, drumline, color guard. So all of those opportunities are also fully scholarship eligible at the athletic level. So we have great information on our website if any of you are interested in playing a varsity sport to be able to connect you with the appropriate coach or director. Additionally, if you are maybe not interested in a varsity sport, we have great club and intramurals that students are able to get involved with. So a way to kind of stay active in things that you may enjoy or try something new after class one day. And then all of our students do get a free membership to our field house that has different workout rooms, a full basketball court, and an indoor track. So plenty of ways to stay active. In addition to those athletic opportunities that we just mentioned, there are over 60 student clubs and organizations, nearing 100 on our campus, including special interest groups, cultural organizations, professional organizations, Greek life, honor societies, and many more. So being a small university, it is so easy for our students to get involved and work with our Office of Student Life to get clubs and organizations started on campus. So if something that you're interested in might not be offered on our campus quite yet, you'll work with that office to get it going. So many of our students say that they come to Lawrence Tech, of course, for the great education that they're getting and those small class sizes that we talked about, but they're so pleasantly surprised with how easy it is to get involved on campus and how much there is to do every day. There's always something going on. So at Lawrence Tech, we are so proud of so many things that our students have and continue to accomplish each and every day. We wanted to pop up a few of our proudest accomplishments and recognitions of excellence as a university. So some of which here on the screen include us ranking 5th nationally for preparing graduates, according to Brookings Institute, us ranking as the 4th highest recruited in-state institution, according to ASE, and being in the top 11% of highest alumni salaries nationwide, according to Pay Scale. So we are so glad that you were able to join us tonight to gather some information, and we would love for you to take advantage of many other opportunities that we have for you on campus. We are offering campus tours in person. So if you want to make the trip, we're open and ready. We are offering those campus tours Monday through Friday, multiple times each day. If you're not quite comfortable or you're not in a commuter distance to campus and it's not as easy, we do have our virtual tours online, as well as information on housing. We are hosting virtual sessions on program information sessions. We're doing different meetings with admissions counselors and financial aid counselors. So if you are looking to connect, there are plenty of opportunities for you to do so this fall, and we really do hope that you take advantage of those. The website that you can visit is right here on the screen, ltu.edu/visit. You can let us know when you're ready to come visit. And make sure you're following us on all of our social media accounts. We are on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and we post updated information there all the time, so you can definitely keep up with that. That is all from me. If any students have questions, you can pop them in the Q&A. I will get back to them. But I, again, just want to say thank you so much for coming tonight and learning a little bit more about Lawrence Tech. And I hope everyone has a great rest of their night. I'll pass it off to you, Jessica.
Well, thank you so much. That was helpful. So helpful. And so in that, thinking about that, I want to thank you for that information and also for the participants coming this evening. And so thank you for doing this, and make sure you do the survey. So when you close this box, there's going to be a quick 5-question survey that's going to come up. We want to hear your feedback, so make sure you do that. There are other sessions happening this evening and also other times. And this session has been recorded, so you'll be able to find this and other recordings at strivescan.com/CACHET. All right, thank you so much. Have a good night.